right? In my previous video, I spoke about respecting yourself, but I ended with 5 words from one of my favorite songs, and that's always just stuck with me. And those 5 words are, immerse your soul in love. It sounds simple, and really it is, but then why am I sitting here making a whole video about it? The answer is also simple though. It's because it's one of the most important things you can do. So here's the truth. You are the most important person in your life. You'll spend every single moment with yourself from birth until death. There's no escaping that reality. No person, no drug, no distractions can change that. And I've tried most of it. At the end of the day, it's always you alone with your own thoughts. That's why loving yourself isn't optional. It's necessary, and yet I know it sounds hypocritical to come from me, and you might not know that. And I'll even probably make a whole video about hypocrisy, but no matter how much you care for someone else, there should never be a point where you constantly value their wants and needs over your own. Because if you lose yourself in that, you will lose the very person who has to carry you through life. You. Now, I'm not saying to avoid seeking love from other people. We all need connection, and that's part of being human. But you can't fully commit yourself to another person if you don't first understand how to commit to yourself. Otherwise, you risk depending on them for love in a way that isn't fair, not to you or to them either. So the real question is, how do we actually immerse our soul in love? I think the first step is to learn what you love. And I know this sounds cliche, but learn what you were put on this earth to do. Whether you believe in religion or not, you were put on this earth to do something. Find what it is and do it. For me, I love to create. I love to lift, both in gym, and I love to lift people up. And that's partly what gives me meaning. I just love making people feel better. I love being generous. I love going to the gym and working hard so that I can see the benefit in my own life. I've started to love making videos. Going out in nature. There's a beautiful view over there I'll show in a moment. And the reason I do this is just to feel closer to me. Not for someone else, or for, not for anyone else. It's just for me. Though it's not about just having passions. It's about presence. Loving yourself means actually showing up for your own life. Too often we spend our days either regretting the past or worrying about the future, and in the process, we miss the moments that are right in front of us. And living in the moment makes each second worth living. That's what the idea of, that's where the idea of presence over purpose comes in. What does that mean, though? It's not about always chasing some grand meaning. It's about fully being there as yourself. No matter what you're doing, whether it's laundry, cooking meal, or going on a run, find a way to love the process. Sing a dumb little song while you fold shirts. Or just spice up the food a little, make it your own recipe, right? It doesn't have to be significant. It just has to be you. It has to be yours. But being present also means being intentional with your time. We only get so much of it, and the way we spend it is how we show what we truly value. Wasting time isn't about what you want to do. Sorry, got distracted. Wasting time isn't always about what you want to do. It's about how you're going to... I don't like how I wrote this. Wasting time, there's no real way to constitute what is a waste of your own time. But I believe it is doing something without intentionality, where you are make that doom scroll. When you let yourself, I'll give myself 15 minutes. When you let that turn into an hour, and you feel the time slip. Or even if you don't, and that's just an hour gone that you didn't want to have gone, whether you notice that or not, that's I believe that to be the waste of time. The time that you didn't mean to give up, and that wasn't doing something you value. Yeah, like I wrote. I'm not saying don't scroll though. I scroll plenty. In fact, almost every morning I do it for close to an hour. But in doing so, right afterwards, I make myself go and journal for an hour. I then go on a run. I prepare for the gym. I go to the gym. I come home. I shower. After I shower, I start researching places to go on beautiful hikes. This is the Appalachian Trail. It's beautiful. I might try to hike the whole thing one day, but here's the thing. The moments that feel the most rewarding are usually the ones we didn't want to do. Picking up the guitar instead of picking up your phone. Cleaning your room instead of doing anything else, in my case. Creating something instead of just consuming. Those things may not always be instantly fun, but they leave you with the sort of pride that scrolling couldn't ever. In the long run, that's how you learn to love yourself, by choosing to show up, be present, and prove to yourself what you're capable of. So when I say immerse your soul in love, I don't just mean love other people or even love big picture ideas of life. I mean love the little moments, love the person you are now, love the time you have, and be intentional with it. Because no matter how messy life gets, the way forward is always the same. Immerse your soul in love. That's all I've written, but I do want to add one thing. When creating, when doing anything, you are always strive to be the coolest person in your own life. Don't do other things that you will. Don't only do things because you think others will think it's cool. I don't think people are going to think this is cool. Me talking to myself in the middle of the woods, I saw a man earlier, that's why I kept on looking over. He gave me a funny look. Oh, I is not cool looking. That's okay. Because I think it's cool that I'm bettering myself. And that's how I found love in myself, by acknowledging I'm not cool to others, but at least I'm cool to me, right? I'm cool. Probably gonna cut this part out, but hey, I thought I'd record it.
Immerse